Well, today is the final day to move between provinces. Government gave South Africans a short window to relocate and cross provincial borders. eNCA's Masego Rahlaga is out and about. She joins me now from the Randburg taxi rank. Masego, good morning to you. And it is the last day. And the people that you've been talking to there this morning, have they done interprovincial travel? And what's been their experience?
Well, so far, Yuveka, we've only met people who are actually leaving the Gauteng province to go back home. They've got today is their last day to be able to go back home if they need to. The Randburg taxi rank, of course, is also a long-distance taxi rank. It also caters for people who are, for instance, going to the Northwest province in Mahikeng, or to the Limpopo province, places such as Tzaneen or Thohoyandou. But I do have with us, Yuveka, the MEC of Transport in the province of Gauteng. MEC, I know that you're here to help out with Santaco's launching of their ways of cleaning up. But I know, I just wanted to find out from you, what have you seen at the taxi rank that you've been with, that you've been to this morning in terms of people leaving, since today's the last day to be able to leave the province or come back?
Well, today, yes, very early in the morning, I did site inspections in the intermodal facility at Park Station to just, check how the movement of people, particularly out of our province, is going in the light of the fact that the grace period or the once-off period that has been granted for 7 days in terms of the level 4 regulations, that period comes to an end today. And also that Honorable Minister Fikile Mbalula has also issued a directive signed yesterday, the 6th, in which it was confirming that public transport will only travel between 5 a.m. in the morning and, of course, 7 o'clock in the evening. So to that extent, lots of people still moving out of the province, quite huge numbers of people, particularly using the buses. And what has been really pleasing and what has been remarkable about the observation is that whilst people are traveling, there's a compliance with the wearing of the mask. That's very great. And I've also seen very remarkable levels of compliance with the seating capacity. And of course, also, the drivers wearing protective clothing, and also the staff that is exposed to members of the public. So there is a high movement of people, and we can see this is the last-minute rush. But the concern, though, is that it is very much important for people to plan their trips, and even for public transport modes, to understand that there's a curfew that starts at 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and therefore transporting people at hours that could expose them to the risk of having to wait, because where they are going, there may not be public transport. So that has been really concerning, that that people are traveling. And I did ask some of the people, why are you choosing the last day and the last, almost 11th hour to travel? Some of them have raised issues about the fact that they're only getting paid now. It's determined by money and the resources for them to travel. So it's really concerning that people are traveling at the 11th hour. There's a risk they may not find public transport. But in general, on other areas, people are complying.
Thank you so much, MEC. Let's go ourselves to ask some of the people. I will be with the MEC a bit later on, because he is here with Santaco Yuveka to, for instance, make sure that some of the taxis, or all of the taxis rather, are sanitized, properly sanitized. As you can see on that board, and if my colleague Mbuzeni Bulasikoba can show you that board there, it shows, the long distance that people are traveling. As you can see there, you see the Eastern Cape, Polokwane, Mokopane, Tzaneen, Louis Trichardt, and Thohoyandou. That is a whole lot of provinces. So now we'll go to some of the people that we can see here. As you can see with this large bag, there are a lot of people who are already traveling home. Buti, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Can you just speak for me just a little bit louder? Where are you going? Are you going out of the Gauteng province?
Yeah, going out of the province.
Okay, where are you going?
To Petersburg.
You're going to Petersburg. Is that home?
Yeah, it's my home.
Okay, so why did you choose to leave today when you had 7 days? What happened?
So I didn't have the money to travel, so I just got it yesterday, so I had to travel today. Personally.
Well, Rebecca, as the MEC said earlier today, he's also saying the same thing, this gentleman, that he only got paid yesterday, and that's why he's only able to move out of the Gauteng province today. I can see the gentleman is not really, he's looking at me in an uncomfortable way. Baba, unjani?
Siyaphela njani?
Ngiyaphila bhutam, uyaphi njengoba ungene kule taxi yaphi ekhaya?
Ya ke ekhaya koPolokwane.
Ukuphi lapho ba?
KoPolokwane.
Oh, uyapolokwane. Zanong uphi lo re government itse after today o ka sela o khona go khutla mo Gauteng. O tlo etsa jwang?
Ke tlo tla after. Nka sebaka, maybe next year.
O thabetse fela ho bona batho ko lapeng.
Just ke bone family. Yeah.
Well, Rebecca, I did ask him, in Sepedi, he says he's going home to Polokwane. I asked him what he's going to do now because after today he cannot travel back to the Gauteng province, and he says what's important to him is to see his family. He doesn't mind coming back to Gauteng once we move to another lower level where he'll be allowed to come back to this province.
Masego, I think a lot of us take for granted. We leave work, we get home, we see our families. Others don't get to see them for a long time. So if you're criticizing the move out there, allowing interprovincial travel, we should spare a thought for those people who get to see their families just a couple of times a year. Thanks so much, Masego Rahlaga. We'll let you get back to just observing what's happening there at the Randburg taxi rank.